think I just realized something about the whole, like, my ranting about Instagram and stuff. I forgot that people pay for boosts. I'm over here stressing that I can't get things, like, organically when it's, like, I bet you 80% of the people who have hella followings are because they, like, not to say that they didn't work really hard to get the views by putting videos out, but they also paid, like...
They use the juice.
Oh my God. And if I have to pay to inauthentically and, like, ungenuinely be followed, I don't want it. So it's like once a video or whatever, like, reaches a certain amount, I feel like it's like once something is like 20K views, it's like, okay, this is gonna do like decent numbers.
Just keep spreading.
Easily. Without like anything, because at that point people are sharing it and it's on its like third generation of sharing. And so it's like, okay, it's like in the river, it's like
off.
Yeah, does that make sense? Like it finds its like flow. What is that? Tide or like the EAC, dude. Current. Thank you.
Yeah.
That literally makes so much sense. And it's like, yeah, things can like genuinely go viral, sure. Like obviously I've had a couple videos go viral. But like, but also at this point, what does viral even mean?
It's kind of the...
Like something can hit like 12 million views and you've never seen it in your life.
Yeah.
Like the internet is so niched down that now we're like, our Venn diagrams aren't even touching anymore.
Yeah, you can get 100 million views and still be a one-hit wonder.
Right. You could be Rick Glassman.
Sure.
I showed Scott, he would have never organically came across him.
Yeah. Like several million views on his podcast and stuff. Okay. Well, I'm trying to make a point. How much does he get?
You know what? Pause.
He has 500,000 people that subscribe, so they get notified every single time.
You can turn those off.
Well, it's gonna come up on their feed more often than not, is the point I'm trying to make.
Right.
And there's other people that will organically find him and watch him, maybe watch one or two, maybe fall off. And so he's probably getting...
One of his podcast, well, I don't know if one, but when I just looked, the most consistent is like between 100 to 200K is like average.
Views?
Yeah.
So 250,000 people.
Yeah. And if you think, that's about half the people that have subscribed to him.
Mm-hmm. So only 50% of even his subscribers are probably watching.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you I could go to 10 people on the street. Maybe one knows who he is.
Yes. Isn't that crazy that there's enough people that that's a thing?
Mm-hmm.
I know that my feelings are going to change when I'm not.
Elevated.
Yeah. Elevated. But what were we just talking? I'm not gonna be so hard on myself because a decent majority of people are paying to have their stuff pushed.
And that's kind of part of the point I was trying to make, which I don't know how much it came across, but like...
I didn't obviously get any of that.
I wasn't talking about the paying. I'm talking now about the numbers. Is like reading content.
Yeah, and that was like 12 fucking years ago.
Way more than 12 years
well,
ago.
I noticed 12 years ago.
Fucking years ago.
No. YouTube was like 2007.
That was 18 years ago.
Right, so not 20 years ago.
Also not 12.
Fine.
18 and 20 are way closer than 12 and 20.
You're still wrong.
You're also still more wrong.
By the Price is Right standards, you're wrong and I win.
False.
Yes. The closest without going up. Oh. I don't know if you have this problem, but when I think of a number, it's always on a number line.
I don't know this problem. I don't have autism.
Oh. Okay, so my number line is backwards, is all I'm trying to admit. Yeah, so, like, why do I even care or try? Because I am a whisper in the wind of the internet.
That's the point I was trying to make with the restaurant without trying to be mean and, like, hurt your feelings of, like, why the fuck do you care? Because, like, there's a 0.01% chance that anyone's gonna even notice. And that's not a dig on you, it's just, like, purely numbers. It's almost impossible. And, like, you have to be able to be in the part of your life where you can truly devote yourself to, like, I've banked 30 videos of content. I spend my days researching the algorithms and the hashtags. I post all at the, remember when you used to do, like, the 10 and 2 posting and stuff? Like, I post at the right times. I'm tracking the algorithms. I'm tracking the hashtags. I'm doing content that's relevant to, like, a social or political thing that's happening, so it gets boosted naturally without me paying. Like, all of those things have to happen for someone to still probably not get noticed. And you're not doing 90% of those. So it's just purely a numbers game that it's going to be a super uphill battle.
So I'm, like, literally, and this is, like, probably the autism, but in my head, Instagram / the internet is still peak 2014. Like, where all I did was post pictures of my butt, and I got, like, 1,000 followers. One time. And then that never happened again.
Mm-hmm.
And then now that I'm, like, trying again, obviously in a different way, by not posting my butt all the time. Oh, okay. I'm treating the internet like it's still 2014 internet, but now I'm bad at it. But it's not 2014 internet and I'm bad. It's 2025 internet and I'm not good at it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. 2014 internet was Rhode Island. 2025 internet is all of Russia.
Yes.
You're just a drop in the fucking bucket.
Yes. And so it's like when I wasn't, like, getting followers back then, it was like, what am I doing wrong? How can I fix it? And, like, trying, like, one or two different options.
Yeah.
To see what worked better. Yeah. Okay, posting at night works better. Posting on weekends works less as well. And I'm using those same rules that applied to 2014 internet and social media, and those rules no longer apply, but for some reason it's, like, ingrained in my brain. And so now it's like I think that I'm bad at the internet, but actually the internet has, like, completely aged an entire decade and my brain hasn't caught up.
Yeah.
So, like, it's not a me problem. Like, I'm not doing anything wrong by being bad at the internet.
It's just so vast.
Yeah.
Yeah.